thought about it, I told my family and friends I'm going to be a comedian, they laughed at me, so I gave it straight up. But I'm trying again, and as you can see, no one's laughing anymore. After that, I decided I'd be a doctor. But I didn't have the patience. And then I was going to become a snooker player, I didn't have the balls. Talking about balls, women badminton things. I don't get it, it says must have own cock. Talking about cock, I used to share a flat with some gay guys, and my bedroom was right next to theirs, so you heard everything all the time. You get a bit curious, so you listen. Anyway, one night they were in there, well, it was daytime, not night time, and they were in there, and then one of them said, fancy a quickie, I've got a parcel coming. All the parcels come from, big parcels come from the back door in the flat. He's like, okay. He said, alright. And they're going there, and then they're standing at the back door, and he pulls out, he went, whatever you do, when I go down and get this package, don't come. Wait for me, just don't come. Ran downstairs, get this package, back in there, okay, here we opens the door, he was like, for fuck's sake! It's everywhere, over the walls, on the bed, everywhere. I thought I told you not to come to them, and then I farted. So I left after that. I weren't very impressed with living in that situation, so I never got invited. So I carried on after that, and I did other things. I'm a bus driver. If you'd seen me before, I told you a lot about me being a bus driver, but it gets weirder as a bus driver. This woman come on the other day, she said, can I have a single ticket and a pan for the child? I said, we're not in Rotherham. Sort of on the same subject, I bought a BMW the other day, so you know, I'm going up in the world, but as like any other BMW driver, I'm going to get pulled over. I get pulled over. I've never been pulled over before. As you can tell, I'm from London, we're all good. So anyway, I get pulled over, the police are looking around my car, I'm starting to sweat, he opens the boot, he finds all this Class A in my boot. I'm like, shit. He's like, can you explain why you got so much Class A in your boot? I said, I'm their teacher. So I managed to get away with that. Dropped them off in Rotherham and carried on. It's bad, isn't it? Stop laughing at me, I'm a comedian now. I do need to look at my notes because I wrote all this today while driving my bus. Don't tell the passengers. That's why I had my eyes closed most of the way. I did try going for it in my head, but it disappears. So where am I? So I also was dating a while back, and I knew this date was going to be bad. Her name was Helen. Back. So as soon as I said to her, hello Helen, what's your last name? She said back, and in my head I'm thinking, fuck, Helen back. My brother, he's recently had a baby girl. They called it Isabel. The first thing I said to him, I said, it's a beautiful name, just make sure she don't marry someone with the last name End. Because she'll be Isabel End. As you can tell, like some of the others here, I'm from London, and when I moved up here, people were like, oh, you speak so clearly, you sound posh, it's like you was born with a silver spoon in your mouth. And I was going, wait, no, it's not that at all, it's just I can't understand the fucking word you're saying. And mostly it was an accident over a teaspoon and a candle. I used to have a friend we called Skittles. It weren't because he had a hard exterior or a sweet inside, it just didn't come in any colour. Which reminds me about sweets. When I was younger, they changed the names of sweets when I was younger. You had Opal fruits to make your mouth water, they changed to Starburst, and then you had Snickers. Snickers was, what was Snickers?
Marathon.
That's right, yeah, I know someone that had a marathon once. He's still picking peanuts out of his foreskin. I went into Iceland the other day. How annoying is this, right? You can't get away with saying anything. Went to Iceland, went up to the till, I said, where's the faggots? Well, you can't use words like that. I said, where's the faggots in it? He said, you can't call them there. I said, what else am I going to have in my mashed potatoes? Faggots are like people. Yeah. I mean, people were a bit confused. I was confused when they wouldn't let me have them. Here's a question that's been bugging me so long, right? DNA. DNA is great, right? You can clone sheep, you can clone dogs, you can clone people. Now, if I cloned myself as a female and then had sex with that female, is it incest or masturbation? So I also got sacked from a job recently. There was an Indian girl there, and again, from London, you guys say love or look, depends where you're from. We say treacle and do. I went up to her, I said, all right, treacle. She went, that's racist, is it because I'm black? I said, no, it's because you're sweet and you may be sticking. So I got a text from my wife the other day, said, we're splitting up. Should have seen how relieved I was when I got a second one saying, sorry, wrong number. Well, my wife, when I first met her, she said to me, what's your fantasy? You know, all women ask that question, what's your fantasy? So like any man, I went, threesome. That was the end of that. Anyway, a while back, she said to me, you still want that threesome? I went, really? She said, yeah. I went, great. She went, I'm pregnant. I went, for fuck's sake, I didn't mean like that, did I? That's not the one I wanted. But during her pregnancy, we thought it gets a bit more difficult when you're having sex. It's usually just behind because getting on top, both fat bellies, you sort of like a seesaw. We thought we'd experiment, so I put a blindfold on her and thought I'll feed her some food. So we had a bit of foreplay, put a blindfold on her, got some food, got a chicken nugget, put it in her mouth. She pulled the blindfold off, she went, for fuck's sake, you know I can't eat fish. I went, fish? What the fuck? What are you talking? Oh, it's not fish. Well, it is, but not that one. So I'm going to go back onto dating a bit, and I went on a few days before I met my wife. One of them, there was this girl, I was seeing her for about 6 months, and I said to her, I really want to meet your parents, take them out for dinner. She looked at me, she said, both my parents are dead. It's like, well, let's make it a picnic then. She didn't find that funny, so she said, but after a while, she said, alright, let's do it, just bring some roses. I went, okay. So the day turned up, I turned up with this box of chocolate. She went, flowers, you fucking idiot. Anyway, I'm going to finish this with a song, okay? A song that I wrote for you all today. You probably know the tune, okay? If you like peanuts and lager, you're alright with me. If you're sucking dick till midnight, that's all that I need. You see, I'm hung like a donkey, but my ex is a sense of jelly bean. But if it smells like cheese, then you should something to lick it clean. Thank you very much.